What is up, awesome people? And welcome back to another Pokemon Sun and Moon short play. In the last part, we took a look at a few features. We took a look at the Poke Finder, which was the PokeSnap function of the game. What it allowed us to do was take photos of Pokemon, and then what could happen from there was we could go into a Pokemon battle, which then led to the Totem Battle function. And without going into too much spoilers there, big Pokemon comes down, got a stat boost, can call out other Pokemon. It was actually really cool. We also took a look at the Z moves for Pikachu, and we also took a look at the Ash Greninja as well. Won't surprise me if we have a look more of the Ash Greninja in this episode as well. We also went through a few of the other functions as well, the battle interface and everything. We went through quite a fair amount. I can't remember what actually did now. I took a bit of a break, came back, and now we're at night for some odd reason. I left us off with Professor Kukui giving us the Page Rider, I do believe, which allows us to call the riding Pokemon Taurus. And when I did that, it was daytime. Now it's nighttime, which is weird. So that is pretty cool. We might actually get to see some night exclusive Pokemon. No idea. As I said, I'm doing this blind, which is kind of cool. Alright, so let's see if we can use this ride pager, and at the same time as well on the bottom screen, it's giving us some flashing to say that new stuff has been added. So we've got the Z ring there and the key items, and we've got the Electrium Z, which is obviously used on the Pikachu on electric type moves, which then gives us the Gigavolt Havoc, I think the move was called. As I said, I only took like a half an hour break and I forgot everything that we did. Anyways, I think it's Y that we use the Rider Pager. Now we can ride. Which Pokemon do you want to ride? Press X to check what the Pokemon can do. So let's check what the Taurus can do. Ooh, holding down B while riding around on Taurus's back. Use the Taurus to charge. Taurus charge, charging a special action that can break large rocks that might block your path. You can't reach places unless you are willing to break a few rocks. Alright, so very similar to the Rhyhorn function back in Pokemon X and Y, and yes, my English is definitely not on point. I kind of blamed a few energy drinks I had beforehand, but woohoo! Wow! Okay, that is cool, and it looks like you can call them at any time! So that means, like, in the trailers, we saw Sharpedo, which obviously you can only use at certain parts, I'm guessing only on water. Charizard you might be able to use at any point, and Taurus you might be able to use at any point too, so see you later, alligator on the bicycle and HM Fly. Ooh, I like this. So, I think we had to go back to where we were before. It's a Machamp. Can I? Jam. Okay, that's cool. Machamp looks so cool. I wonder if that's like a reference to... Oh, there was like a point in one game. There was like a Machamp sitting there building things. We got a police officer there. I didn't get a chance to have a look around here. So let's have a brief little look. Where's this going? We're at the Marine. I wonder what's down here. So how do I get off this thing? Right, so what we're going to do is just use the ride pager again just to get dismount from our riding Pokemon. So let's have a look in here. So what have we got? This is it. Right now I'm building a ferry with help from my Pokemon. But you can hardly wait, eh? I don't get to see. It doesn't matter if you can't fly or swim, you can always take the ferry. Alright, so this is the ferry. So obviously at this point in time, you won't be able to see that function. This will probably get us from island to island, I say. So when you go to a different place, you'll find different kinds of Pokemon living there. And anything useful? I'll have to sail away on a ship in 24 days. I'm afraid of boats though, so I'm a bit nervous. I hope you come see me off on my journey. Sure. I'm so happy, it's a promise. See you here in 24 days. Wonder what happens when I come back here in 24 days. That's like 6 days before Sun and Moon comes out. I'm curious. Can we go out this way? Nah. Alright, well, not much to see there, but it's still interesting. Let's see a little bit more of this area. Anything down this way? There's a person down there, but I gotta find some stairs. Let's have a look. We got a ramp. Anything interesting? Seeing the sun's rays over the ocean let us know a new day is about to begin. And when you see the moon sinking into the ocean, we know that the day is done. Okay. I guess that was quite poetic in a way. Anyways, let's talk to a few other NPCs. According to my informants, there's a shady deal going down right here in a matter of days. 18 to be exact. I wonder if we'll be able to handle it by myself. Ooh, I'm kind of getting a feeling that if we play the demo in each of the days, we get a brand new event, because that's almost what it's looking like. 16 days, something goes on here. 24 days, something goes on in the marine. Oh, that is really cool. The lower region is far away from other regions. I would not have guessed that. Alright, so maybe it's worth that we talk to a few NPCs, because we might be able to find out what type of events are going on. So I wanted to do this in the last episode, but I didn't get the chance. So this looks like it's just shortcuts going around the island. So we can go through a gate, shortcut through, and find a rock ruff. Alright. Hopefully we can find something like the Alolan Rattata, which was supposed to spawn at night. And there was supposed to be something else that spawned at night. But beyond, like, trying to remember what that was. So much thing to keep in my head. So let's just come out this side. I could have actually had a look in the police station. What's this here? That Pokemon you have with you is a Greninja, right? That's a rare sight here in Alola. And this looks like the haircut salon. So we can take, I'm guessing, Furfuru here and get some haircuts. This is the accessories. Kalahee is a golfing genius from right here in Alola. Wow, I can't read. And she's quite strong in Pokemon battles too. She's off conquering the world right now. But I hope she comes back home someday. So obviously that's going to be locked off to us for now. So we got obviously the haircut, the saloon. This looks like the place I love brushing my adorable Pokemon. Isn't this where we started? Okay. There's one of those cars. Like, right at the start, when they started showing off Pokemon Sun and Moon, they showed the cars off, but no hint as to what that does still. If you come see me tomorrow, I'll give you something good. Not today, not the day after tomorrow. It's got to be tomorrow. Got it? Alright, so come back there tomorrow. I was wondering if we find someone like that. If when you get to 10 Carat Hill, you'll have to ask some weird old guy. Okay. Alright, let's go to 10 Carat Hill, because that is our next spot to go. Alright, so there's definitely some interesting stuff going on, and already we're starting off with quite an amount of people here. I can feel the potential as a trainer. If you defeat 3 trainers on this route, I'll give you a battle. Alright, so there's new people here from before, and I did see some rocks we've got to burst through. So we got our first Pokemon battle, and it's a Yongoose, which I could have swore was the day exclusive, and then at night it was the Rattata, so maybe just for the demo it's going to be the Yongoose. Now, we have seen a Yongoose already, so I can bring that up. And it's just a normal type Pokemon, so let's run from that. Try and keep as brief as possible in the Pokemon battles, unless it's a new Pokemon we have yet to see in the demo. And we can go through and have a look at that. So this person is not a trainer. Alright, this is where the trials took place. So let's call out the Taurus and see what we can do with that. Oh, we got a trainer there. Oh! Alright, Pokemon battle time. Let's see what this trainer has. Alright, so we have Pokemon trainer Lass Ellie. She has 2 Pokemon. Who's she gonna lead with? A Pikapeck. So this is normal flying type. So we're gonna lead with our Greninja, because that's our only Pokemon on us at this point in time. And at the same time, as you can tell, we keep the riding outfit as well. So if you're riding a Pokemon, come into a Pokemon trainer battle, or even, I'm guessing, a Pokemon wild battle as well, you'll still be wearing your riding outfit as well, which is quite a nice aesthetic as well, because obviously if you run into a trainer battle, you're not going to strip right there back into your normal clothes, are you? Alright, so what to do here? We'll go Night Slash once again, because as I said, that stab probably the best way to go. Oh, that invisible focus, that supersonic misses there, so Pikapeck has the supersonic move on it as well, which is kind of interesting. Also, this thing has the... I thought for a second I didn't kill. Anyways, it has the skill link ability. So that means if it uses something like Fury Attack, it'll always hit 5 times at the absolute max. So beware of that. At the same time, our Battle Bond does kick in, transforming us into the Ash Greninja. So we've got a huge stat boost and a boost on the Water Shuriken as well. So our last Pokemon is going to be the Rockruff, which is the Rock-type Pokemon. So we can just go for the Water Shuriken here, which is super effective, and we should be able to OHKO that with the boost from the Water Shuriken and Ash Greninja's boosted stats as well. So that is absolutely, wow, that took that very well. For a Rock-type, I'm starting to think either my stats are bad, then again, low base power on the Water Shuriken as well. Not really too sure how much of a boost Water Shuriken gets in Ash Greninja form. I've yet to work that out. Or Rockruff has some nice special defense. I was getting there to my second point. Anyways, let's charge on. So there's some rocks we can break there with the Taurus. Let's see if there was any other trainers we have to take on. Or if there was anything else around here. Oh, there's some Machamps there. Let's dismount so we can have a look at that. It's obviously meaning that we can't, like, get in there. It's incredible to see a low-end sumo match between two Machamp up close like this. I'm so happy. Oh my god, there's sumo wrestling! Swoo! Pow! Okay, that is cool. There's sumo. Well, it'd be nice if they're actually doing some animations. That would be even better. Ah, that's still cool. I didn't think that Machamp would sumo wrestle with each other. Alright, so let's get on the Taurus and let's do some charging. So, obviously, as I said, the Taurus has the ability to charge through rocks. So, B. Alright, so holding down B while you run, you get that charge attack. And that's a trainer battle as well. So let's go into this one. This will be our second battle. You have to defeat 3 to battle that trainer at the beginning of the route, I do believe. Alright, so who have we got? We've got a Rising Star Ikahai? Or Ikaka? What? Okay, we're going Ikaha. Whatever came in my mouth first is sticking. Anyways, we're going to leave with a Pick-a-Peck here, so we all know what to do with the Pick-a-Peck. Normal flying. This thing seems to be relatively weak in its physical defense, so let's go for Night Slash. And as I said, I've got to be aware of that Fury attack. Okay, it went down this time, which is nice. So no Fury attack skill link. And we're going to our Battle Bond. I still have to admit, that is pretty impressive, the transmutation between the Greninja and the Ash Greninja form. So their last Pokemon is the Yongoos. That was in a Great Ball as well, so I'm starting to think it's not just the villains who have Pokemon in other types of Pokeballs. It's also the trainers too, which is quite nice, because obviously, as I've already mentioned, the Pokemon trainers all in the past all use Pokeballs, whereas the player would be the only trainer using like different variety of Pokeballs. So it is quite a nice touch to see that trainers that you battle also have different types of Pokeballs as well. As I said, it's a small little feature, but I do quite appreciate it a lot. Alright, so breakthrough here. He's not a trainer. Hey, thanks for coming. Can I interest you in a Pokemon catching challenge? You run around catching tons of Pokemon. Okay, why not? Alright, good answer. The rules of the Pokemon catching challenge is simple. It's a challenge to see how many Pokemon you can catch with a limited number of Pokeballs. You can add the Pokemon you catch to your team, switch out your Pokemon skillfully, and catch as many Pokemon as you can. By the way, while you're trying to catch Pokemon, you can't leave here. If you run out of Pokeballs, you just want to give up, just talk to me. Do you want to participate? You can run. Yes. Alright, you need some Pokeballs to catch Pokemon. Here you go. Off the Taurus we go. So how many Pokeballs did we get? So this looks like the area we can catch in. And Professor Kukui is here as well. Let's see what you can do in Pokemon Catching Challenge, son. Yeah, Pokemon trainers can get out there and catch wild Pokemon. Now I'll show you how it's done, so keep your eyes on me, cousin. Alright, so what's the demonstration going to be? Pick-a-Peck? Yeah, kind of saw that one coming. Alright, so Rockruff comes onto the field. And it's obviously the equivalent of what our Pokemon catching demonstrations we have in every Pokemon game. So tackle the Ascend attack, and I always seem to misread something. So Pick-a-Peck has the chance of having Pluck. So we got to weaken the Pokemon for lobbing a Pokeball at it. So let's go to bag. Click on the Pokeball icon. Pokeball. And they've got 50 of them. Wow, I hope I have that many Pokeballs. Alright, so he just lobs that Pokeball at the Pika-Pek. And that's a definite catch, I'd say. It'd be quite interesting if the Pokemon broke free. Alright, so Pika-Pek was caught. While Pokemon do attack the people sometimes, but once you catch them, they'll become your strong allies. Yeah. Alright, get out there and enjoy Pokemon Catching Challenge. I'll be cheering for you. Kinda wish I had a different name. It's a bit rough on the tongue. Time to see how many you can catch. Let the Pokemon Catching Challenge begin! Alright, let's see what we can catch out here. So I'm guessing we Pika-Pek, Yongoose, and Rockruff. First Pokemon is going to be the Yongoose. Alright, so this is level 34. So the best thing to do here would probably go Water Shuriken. It'd be my weakest move. So here we go, Water Shuriken. Nice. Doing about a bit over quarter damage there. Oh! That was bad. Hit 3 times. Okay, was not expecting that. I should probably check how many Pokeballs we have, so I got some idea on how many. 16, 3, and 1. Okay. Very limited supplies there. So if it's a really strong Pokemon, lob that Great Ball. Heal Ball means we can catch a Pokemon and they'll go back to full health as well. Which is handy since we can't leave this area unless we want to end the challenge. So let's utilize these Pokeballs well. So level 34. We learned that Water Shuriken was not a good idea, so let's go Aerial Ace. Okay, a little bit under 3/4 damage there, so that's nice. So that's going for the Leer, lowering my defense by 1. And I reckon this is a good time to go for the Pokeball. So we'll use a Pokeball on this. I feel confident we can catch this. So let's lob a Pokeball at it. 2, 3. Got it. Nice. There we go. There's our first Pokemon. Got the Yongoose. Right, let's bring up the... Do we get a Pokedex? No, we don't have a Pokedex on us, so... How are we supposed to see a Pokedex entry? Anyways, there you go. You caught one. Keep up the good work, son. Alright, let's try another... Oh, this is a very limited patch. Alright. What's up next? A Pika-Pek. Alright, Pika-Pek, Pika-Pek. Probably level 32. We'll try Aerial Ace, see what that does. Oh, nice. Brought it down to the red. So Supersonic going off there actually hits me, so I'm now confused. So that's fine with me. I usually hate confusion. But I'm not going to be attacking, so we can just throw some Pokeballs. Now, there was actually supposed to be a shortcut, I think, for the Pokeballs. Can't remember what that was supposed to be. But I do briefly remember the demo actually showing like a shortcut for the Pokeballs. Maybe I'm incorrect. That may only occur if you've already used one and it failed. We'll find out how correct I am on that. Alright, so the Pika-Pek was caught, so that's 2 Pokemon caught. So far we've only seen the Pika-Pek and the Yongoose. I'm expecting to see Rockruffs. Right, another Pika-Pek. I wonder if the challenge was to see how many Pokemon we can catch or how many different Pokemon we're meant to catch. This is going to be interesting. I'll just go through and try and catch every Pokemon I see. The problem is I am weakening a lot of Pokemon, which means if I have to rely on any other Pokemon, it's not going to be a good thing at all because they're all going to be weakened quite badly. I do have a few Super Potions, so that's, I guess, a handy thing. Alright, so that goes in the Pokeball. 2, 3 shakes. In the Pokeball it goes. Nice. Right, that's a 3rd Pokemon caught. So 2 Pika-Peks caught and a Yongoose. So the whole Aerial Ace method is working well. Looking good, you're making me so happy! Alright, let's keep going and see what we get. Another Pika-Peck. Oh, come on! Where's the other Pokemon? I'd like to see a bit more variety. Alright, level 30. So Aerial Ace is going to come close to killing this because at level 32 I used Aerial Ace and it gave close, but it all depends on the Pokemon's stats. Nope. Alright, well, saw that happen. So that's why it'd be handy to rely on other Pokemon. So if you get a Pokemon like that, and you know it's going to OHKO the Pokemon, oh look, Rockruff. Alright, so we can't use Aerial Ace on this one because it will resist it. So probably do, what's it, level 31? Quarter to about half damage Aerial Ace would do. I'd assume for a rock type Pokemon it'd have nice defense. So let's go for Night Slash. That's a crit. No, it wasn't. Oh, okay. I would have liked to have caught that. Thanks, Greninja. Okay, so let's find ourselves another Pokemon. Okay, another Pika-Peck. Let's see the level. Show me the level. Level 33. Alright, I know for a fact that it will live an Aerial Ace, will live at about a quarter health left. About medium yellow. Not if it's a critical hit, though. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, this is kind of an interesting run. I'm KO everything. Gotta love the hacks. Alright, who have we got now? Another Pika-Peck. Alright, I'd like some redemption. Level 32. Alright, this just lived an Aerial Ace. Oh wow, that one didn't live an Aerial Ace. Alright, I'm getting to a really rough stage where I'm killing everything. Okay, I kind of want a Rockruff now, so I can Aerial Ace that. As I said, I know it's going to take that really well. Yongoose, alright. Level 32. And it's interesting because I'm using a non-stab move as well. Okay, that's better. It's gonna use the Sand Attack, lowering my accuracy by 1. Alright, I'm going to throw a heal ball at it. I need to say heal bell. Let's see how we do with this. So, throw the heal ball at it, and if I catch it, it will bring the Yongoose back to full health. Got it. Awesome, that's what I'm looking at. So we've got a Yongoose now at full health. We can use that to catch other Pokemon. Also as well, for those who are wondering, these Pokemon do get released after you do the challenge. So you won't be able to transfer these to your main game once you have that. Oh, okay, so I liked it before how you could just move them without having to select everything. So, yeah, kind of a muddled up menu. Maybe they'll change that in the main game. Who knows? But for now, I can deal with that. It's something I've had to do in the old games. Anyways, our next Pokemon is going to be another Yongoose. So I've got Yongoose in the lead. Got 5. So far, I've caught 4 Pokemon. This Yongoose is level 31. What's this have? Bite, Mud Slap, Sand Attack, and Leer. Alright, we'll go Mud Slap. Oh, it's going to outspeed me and go for the Mud Slap. So my accuracy is going to drop by 1. So is the Wild Yongoose accuracy. So I think I definitely did a lot more damage. So I'm just going for another Mud Slap. And it's outspeeding me. That's not cool. Or it's a speed tie and I'm just really unlucky. So far lucky enough to continue hitting my Mud Slaps. Even at the -2 accuracy, which is what we're both at. So I'll go for another Mud Slap. And Mud Slap only has... Oh, that's not cool. Going for the Sand Attack. -3 in accuracy now. Still hitting those Mud Slaps, which is awesome. So we're both at -3 now. So if we bring up the accuracy, as you see, we've got 3 blue triangles, which means -3. Go Bite. Alright, it missed. I do actually hit with a Bite. Okay, that's close to the red. I did not mean to hit run. I did not mean to hit run. I did not mean to hit run. Oh my goodness. Okay, as you can tell, they have moved the bag, and by habit of playing Oris and X and Y, I went in the general direction that bag sits in those two games, out of force of habit. Oh boy, that's gonna be taking me a while to get used to that. Okay, that... Unfortunately, I couldn't help myself that time, because the previous times I had to hold myself back. That time, I couldn't do it. Oh god. Alright, we got a big effect. I want to catch more Pokemon. Come on, KrimZen, pull it together. Alright, here comes the Fury attack. So Skill Link, if it has it, of course, is going to mean it's going to hit me 5 times. And that's doing a lot of damage. Okay, this one does not have Skill Link. So I'd say it has Keen Eye, I think. Is its secondary ability. Okay, there's the Growl, which is good. It's going to lower my attack, which means the Bite isn't going to do as much. Which means it can tank that very well down to the very low yellow. I'm going to hit Bag this time. And I'm going to throw a Pokeball at it. Hopefully this goes in the Pokeball. As I said, just above red should still do it. It didn't. It broke out. Damn. There's the Pluck, and that did a lot of damage. At the same time, this doesn't have Skill Link, so I'm not going to catch it in a great Heal Bell or anything. Got it. If it had Skill Link, I probably would have thrown the Heal Ball at it, because that would have been very handy weakening other Pokemon down. Alright, so there's 5 Pokemon caught. So the only one I haven't caught so far is the Rockruff. I do want to change that though. Another Yongoose. Alright, let's catch... Ooh, the problem is if this goes down, that's it for me. Alright, it outspeeds me, go for the Leer, lowering my defense by 1. It's going straight for the Mud Slap there. This one's quite high level too, level 34. It goes for the Mud Slap. It misses thanks to that -1 inaccuracy, now -2, which is quite handy. And at the same time, it's like rolling the die with just accuracy in general. Alright, as you can see, that -2, it actually landed a hit. So Yongoose goes down. I have no way of reviving my Pokemon either. So I could very well go into the other Yongoose I have. And this one has these exact same moves as well. This one is level 34 as well. It's very high. So we go for Mud Slap, making that down to -3. So -3 accuracy there. It does miss with the Leer. Right, I'm going for Bite now. I feel confident -3 accuracy should be enough for that. Okay, it's got the flinch. Nice. So that's got a 30% chance to flinch. I have 2 Heal Bells. Heal Bells. See, I'm in by habit saying Heal Bell. Heal Balls. I have 2 left. And I'm not exactly confident I would catch that. I'm going to throw a Great Ball at it. Like, I haven't actually seen any other great Pokemon yet. But I'm assuming it's event-based. So, today I may not see anything great. But the next day I may see something even better. Got it. I was going to say, if I missed, there's something wrong. Alright, so Yongoose was caught. So a bit of experience there for my own Yongoose. And this is interesting. So, when we get a full team of Pokemon and we catch another Pokemon. So for those of you who are still new to Pokemon, you can only carry 6 Pokemon with you. Usually, when you catch another Pokemon, it goes sent to your box. This is giving us an option to add to our party, so we can replace someone. Send home to nature. I have no idea what that means. Check Yongoose's summary, so we can have a look at that, see what its stats are like, which is quite handy. So if you're looking for a particular IV or something, or seeing what it has, you can do it that way. Or check the summary of your party Pokemon, so if you want to add to your party remove, you can do it that way. So what's sent home to nature? Home to nature. Or does that mean release it back to the wild? Home to nature. See, that's not explained. I take that as releasing that to the wild. I could be wrong. Amazing, you look like you've been throwing Pokeballs your whole life. Well, I've been doing it now for 20 years. Alright, well, I'm probably going to leave it there for the catching contest. I'll stop. Good job out there. Let's count up all the Pokemon you caught. Caught 6 Pokemon. Wow, would you look at that? Look like you've got the Pokemon challenge figured out. Since it's your first time you caught at least 3 Pokemon, I'll give you my nugget as a gift. Alright, you can send the nugget to the full version of the game. Nice! If you own the full version, head to the Pokemon Center to have Professor Kukui send gifts to the full version. I'll take the Pokeballs that you didn't use. So we're not keeping them. Let's send the Pokemon you caught back to the wild. So back to the wild they go. Now saving your adventure, the game has been saved. Come back and play a Pokemon challenge again sometime. Alright, so I didn't see anyone else to battle? Let's talk to her. You, what an incredible talent you have at being able to defeat 3 trainers on this route. I think I'll be able to enjoy going all out in a battle for the first time in a long time. So we're back to using Greninja. I am not too sure if Greninja's still weakened from the catching challenge, but we'll find out. So 2 Pokemon, Ace Trainer Sherry. And she's going to lead with a Jungbo, which was the Dragon-type Pokemon that we saw in the last episode of the demo. So this is Dragon only. Level 38, that is quite high, and we're at full health. Yep, we're back to full health and everything. Nice. So we can go for the Night Slash here. This should do some decent damage to the Jungbo. Alright, so it's going to go for the Headbutt. Also, if you notice there as well, like, I didn't get to see this in the last episode, but the trainers actually interact somewhat similar to how they act in Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon XD, and Pokemon Battle Revolution. They kind of point as they go for the attacks. Very almost like they're part of the battles too, so more interactivity, more life to the battles. And at the same time, you can tell, like, with the way that the dynamic camera goes around as well, it's very Coliseum-esque. Not really Coliseum, I guess Coliseum, Pokemon XD, and Pokemon Battle Revolution-esque. Very nice reminiscence, because as I probably mentioned a few times in my podcast, I'm a huge fan of Pokemon Battle Revolution, so it is a nice little gesture to see something from a spin-off game come into a main game. I definitely welcome that with open arms. So Jungamo goes down to a Night Slash, and the Battle Bond kicks in, so the Ash Greninja comes out to play! I'll probably try and enjoy this as much as I can, because I probably won't be using Ash Greninja for competitive for quite some time, I reckon. Alright, so our last Pokemon is going to be the bloody Pikachu. So Pikachu has quite nice special defense. It's at level 42. Are you serious? Okay, let's go Night Slash. Hopefully this kills. It's probably best to hit Pikachu on the defensive side, but it has static. And I, of course, get hit by it, and the Electro Ball coming my way. I probably should have gone for the Water Shuriken. Well, I'm gonna have to now. Water Shuriken. Oh, I get the Parax. Oh, God, there's nothing new. Electro Ball's probably gonna kill me, too. Oh, my God, the Invisible Focus Sash. Okay. I like that, too. The little, how it's flashing paralysis, which means I can still see what level the Pokemon is, so that's quite handy. And at the same time, it's kind of like alerting. Look at me, I'm paralyzed. Oh, cuteness. Yes, I went through, and I hit. Bye-bye, Pikachu. I was about to say, I am not losing a battle on a demo. No way, not until the main game comes out anyway. I will never forget how strong you are and your Pokemon were when battling at full force. Quite a lot of money there too, so that's that. Quite a scary Scumchew. Amazing, even going all out, I couldn't win. I'm so happy to have even been able to meet a Pokemon trainer like you. Let me give you something that shines as brightly as your talent, a star piece, which we'll probably be able to send to the main game as well. Sweet, so we have a nugget and a star piece to send to our full versions. There are a lot of trainers like me who like to go all out in the lower region. But for you, with you and your skills with Pokemon, I'm sure you'll be just fine. Alright, is there anything else we can do in this area? Let's have a look around. Oh wait, what have we got here? There's no particular reason to, but do you want to go back to Hallow City? Not right now, because it sounds like there's something else for us to do. So let's bring up the Taurus. Let's have a look around. Maybe the Machamps have moved. Right, we've got ourselves a wild Pokemon battle. So yes, you can still get Pokemon battles while you're doing riding Pokemon. So another Yongoose. I still like that. I just realized I've only got one elf. Oh, we really need to fix that. Probably should have gone back and healed my Pokemon, but I wanted to be like really gutsy and just head out like an idiot. Alright, let's use our only super potion and heal our Greninja up by 60. Alright, so I got 61 HP on me now. That should give me enough to like look around at least. So just holding down B. Okay, the Machamps are still at it. Alright, so it appears like there's nothing else here. I mean, other than the Pokemon catching challenge. Alright, let's head back to the main bit. I do want to heal up Greninja, which means I may have wasted my potion. Alright, let's have a look around. What have we got? That's a Fairy Terminal down that way. I didn't have a look at the... Actually, we'll go heal up my Greninja. I still like this Taurus function. It worked out better than what I thought it might have been when they actually announced it. So that's cool. Ah, the Pokemon Center music. It's so relaxing. Alright, let's heal up the Greninja. God, that is so cool. I like that so much. Alright, let's have a look at the Pokemon. Can I buy anything? There's Professor Kukui as well. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Hey there, son. You need something? Send to full version. Let's chat. You've been riding Taurus. Hold B to dash. You can even smash through rocks when you get a good head of steam. Anything else? Nope. Okay, I was kind of hoping he'd hint to something else that we could do. I guess we can kind of just go through and talk to a few more people. No, well, I can't go that way because that's completely blocked off. So that's for the full game. What about heading down here? I'm meeting up with a guy who helped me out when I sprained my ankle the other day. I'm meeting in... How many days was it? Oh yeah, 5. I've been looking forward to it so much that I showed up way too early. That guy is so cool, so strong, so cool, and the nicest person you've ever seen. If you're here when he shows up, I'll show him off to you. Okay, so 5 days, we go talk to her. What's this? Aloha, welcome to Hollow City. Okay, this is the City Hall. Where was I the other time? I don't think I could go in there. Great. So much for paying attention, KrimZen. Good job. Where are we now? There's a surplus. Crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, eating... Oh, this is where Hal went. Let's have a look in here. What have we got? Choose wisely, so slow. You might be there for a week. I'm pouring my heart and soul into making these malasadas right now, so we're not gonna get any. We don't even get to find out what they are. Malasadas can be dangerous. They're so good. I cannot stop eating them. Alright, well, there appears to not be anything else here for us, so I guess we keep exploring. Alright, what have we got? I mean, we could take... There's the Machamp. There was like a gate we could take back there. There's also a few Pokemon around here. I keep hearing them. Oh, look at that Granbull statue. It's a stuffed doll of everyone's favourite Granbull, making it famous, scary face. Are you looking for a competent police officer, or are you just looking for the Pokemon that supports him? Okay. Maybe that's going to be an arc as well in the main game. Anything else around here? Alright, what have we got? This keeps leading to the ferry. Alright, I'm gonna have a look in the grass because there's a gate there. See if that led to anywhere special. What's... anything? Nope. looks like this is just a little grass area we can explore. So, kinda nothing special. Let's take the grass anyway, to see if anything special pops up. Right, young goose. At the moment, I'm not seeing any like night or day exclusives, which is kind of interesting, given I thought maybe if they're including the night and day cycle, just maybe we saw some exclusives. I guess not. So maybe they're just doing it to show off what night and day looks like. Kind of what you expect, like nothing really different there from our previous games. So just keep having a look around, see if anything pops up at all that's worth mentioning. I think I've spoken to most people around this area. I think there was like one area I was going to go, then I got distracted thinking it was something else. So I'll see if I can find that, see if we can go there. Other than that, it's looking like there's not too much else I can do around here at this point in time without having to come back and checking the activities for the next day. So I guess we're going to be paying multiple visits back to the demo, which is kind of cool. So multiple visits, different times, different events happen. So we can see other stuff that goes on. It was in here that I was going to have a look. Oh, I can't do anything. Oh, okay. So that's completely blocked off to us. And all she says, she just loves brushing her adorable Pokemon. Alright, well, I guess that's what we're going to have to do. So, for now, that's kind of it. Oh, I hit the mic by accident. That's really all I can do now for the demo, I guess, until I find out more info on what we can do. Still interesting, though. Like, I do like the fact that if you play on different days, different things happen. So, obviously, we were told that by an NPC there was an event that's going to be happening tomorrow. So, maybe I can cover that, like, just briefly, little videos going through different things that happens. We might get different things that... Hold on! How's it? Is that it? She's coming out of nowhere, but really? You're just gonna interrupt me? Good to see you. At least she's saying different things, but okay. She just walked out of a new area and okay. I'm mind blown. That's you. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I might post like little tad bits now and again, just showing what different events where we may get little things we could transfer to the main game. So we may get like more nuggets, more star pieces. At the moment, the Ash Greninja is definitely the main thing that you should be getting from the demo. You can transfer that to the main game when you've got that. So that's going to be strong. There's also the Munchlax with the Snorlaxium that you get when you pick up Sun and Moon. So that's another Pokemon given to us off the bat. So there's going to be a lot of gift Pokemon at the start of Pokemon Sun and Moon, that's for sure. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for me for today. At least there's another person that walked through. Hello. Oh, are you going to say nothing else? Ah, well, okay. People are distracting me. Anyways, guys, until next time, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao.